Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Today I want to talk to you guys about why I think that our culture is under attack. I can't find a turkey anywhere. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining in today. I'm going to go ahead and point my phone out towards the road. Nothing exciting going on, but it's a lot easier for me to hold the phone while I'm talking here in my vehicle. I'm not going to be driving and talking at the same time because the road conditions are not conducive to be taking even a bit of attention off the road. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk to you guys for a little bit. Like I said, I cannot find a turkey anywhere. And I asked my friends that still live on base, and I asked them, hey, does the commissary have any turkeys? And they're like, no, they don't have any turkeys. And then I started thinking back about Halloween that just passed a few days ago. It wasn't the same that we're used to. It was completely different. And I'm sure that some places even went ahead and eliminated that holiday that we like to celebrate here in the United States. So I started thinking to myself, our culture is under attack. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, ladies and gentlemen. I think you guys know that. This is just me thinking out loud, and I would love to see what you guys have to comment in the bottom. Just keep it classy, please. So, what's one of the best ways to conquer a nation? It's to divide the people. That's one of the best ways. And it is also to take over the education system. And it is also to destroy its history. And to change or eliminate its culture. Now, I don't know who wants to attack our culture or who wants to get rid of the U.S. You know, that's for some other YouTube channels on people that deal in that more than I do. You know, for people that dig into that more than I do. But what I see happening is that our culture is being erased. Look at what's happened to sports. Although I'm not a sports person, but look at what's happened to the ratings for most sports. And of course, a lot of the ratings losses for most sports is because they decided to become political. And like I said, I'm not a sports person, so it's neither there for me as far as how well they do in their ratings. But Americans love going to sports. They like sitting in the stands and cheering for their, favorite team. They like getting a hot dog and a beverage, and they like making it a family event. But that pretty much went away this year. Look at what's happening to our holidays. Like I said, Halloween was not the same this year than any other year that I remember. Look at Thanksgiving now. There's restrictions being put out on Thanksgiving on how many people can attend. Ever since I got here, I've always had Thanksgiving with one of my very good friends, with him and his wife. All right. Ever since I've been here in Alaska, or really ever since they got here, because they got here a little bit after I did. But we've always had Thanksgiving, and this year we cannot, because the base commander has restricted the number of people that can meet together and have a meal together. What else is going to change, ladies and gentlemen? Is this going to continue for the next 2 years? By the time that we go without a Thanksgiving and without a Halloween, and what are they going to do next? Cancel Christmas? Now, I understand that Christmas is a little bit out of hand. I myself complain about it every year, that it's turned into more of a consumer holiday than anything else. However, it's part of our culture, and it's part of the culture of many people around the world. What are they going to do next? Cancel Christmas? I just see that the things that make us who we are being erased little by little. I can think of one country where they really don't have a culture, where the 1 or 2 holidays of the year that they have is mandated by their government. And whether they like it or not, those days or for that week, their country's going to be closed because that's the holiday of the year. And it's mandated by their government. So they dictate their culture over there. I'm really not used to this. I started doing a little digging. You guys know that I like history. And maybe John over there at Prepper Nation can chime in on this. Hopefully he'll listen to this video and leave something in the comments, or maybe even do a follow-up video about this. I would love to hear his view on what I'm saying here. I was doing a little digging, And back in 1968, ladies and gentlemen, back in 1968, there was a health crisis that reached all the way around the world, where more than 1 million people became deceased from this. And most of those people that were deceased from that health crisis, they were mostly elderly. Look it up. Look it up, 1968, and then look up, the bad word that we're not allowed to say because we live in the freest country in the world. I mean, I'm allowed to say it, but if I say it, this video might get out to a handful of you, but no one else. But if you look up that health crisis that happened in 1968, it is very similar in statistics of what this one has been. They didn't shut down the country. They didn't shut down the world. Actually, during that health crisis in 1968, Woodstock was happening. For those of you that are a little older and remember what Woodstock was, that huge gathering of people that were partying it up, that was happening during that health crisis. But no one shut it down. No one closed down the economy. Our culture is under attack. Look at another health crisis that happened, I believe it was around 1957, where more than 1.1 million people were deceased around the world because of that health crisis. They didn't shut down the economy back then. They didn't shut down the world. It occurs. We are beings. We are biological beings. And these things happen. But what I feel is that this health crisis is being used to control the world and to change our culture into something that is nothing like what we are used to. And it's being done with fear. It is being done with manipulated powers by the media. They are keeping the average person so scared of going anywhere that they are changing us within. We used to be a very hardy people, and I'm talking about the United States of America. We used to be a very hardy people. We used to have pride in working for what we earned instead of receiving with no effort. Now, I understand that some people need help. That's what community is for. That's what family is for. That's what the church is for, if you belong to a church. However, we've been burdened with such high taxes for nearly all of our lives that most of us can not afford to give because we're just making it. That is a way that our culture has been changed. And it started all the way back in the late 1960s. And they've won, ladies and gentlemen. They've won that challenge. Ever since the war on poverty became law, poverty has gotten worse. Why is that? Because when you do not expend your energy to receive something, then what you are receiving is someone else's energy, someone else's efforts. I am all for benefits. Heck, I am on a federal retirement. But I earned that retirement. And if you earn the benefits that you're getting, then that's great. But I see all of these other people, from watching different videos, from reading different articles, that are so desperate for their quote unquote stimulus check. And they don't understand that those monies that they are going to receive are monies that someone else earned. The government cannot give us one thing that it did not take from someone else. Look at how that's changed our culture. It's changed it from a hardy people to a people that rely on a third party just so that they can get by. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you know that I'm not speaking about everyone. I'm not speaking about everyone. But it only takes 1 or 2 generations. I was speaking to someone the other day, and this person told me, I hope so-and-so wins this election. And I won't mention sides because it doesn't really matter. And I said, why is that? And they told me that whenever this party gets into office, the stock market just shoots up. And I said, that's the only reason that you hope that they win? And this person told me, yes, so that I can make money. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. When you want something for nothing, in the end, you will be left with nothing. And my reply to this person was this, and this is a person that I love very much. My reply to this person was this: with that attitude, you are headed towards having an empty life. Because when you put money over people, then your life may be rich in things and with money, but it will not be rich with the things that really matter in life. And I hope that this person listens to me, and I hope that they think about it. Money is a tool. It is something that you use that gives you options. The more money you have, the more options you have. It's all it is. It is a tool. That's it. And when used in the wrong way, then it can dethrone the biggest of empires. We are going to need to be prepped to the hilt. I'm talking, if you have food, get more food. Those things that you need, that you know you're going to need a year from now, get them. I've been saying this for years and I'm still saying it. I'm actually on my way to the coin shop. Why? Because gold got hammered. It got hammered in the last day or so. So I called the coin shop. I went ahead and settled the price over the phone, and now I'm going to go over there and get something. Why? Because that's how I save for my retirement. Now, this is not an infomercial about gold. It's just what I do to save for my retirement. Why? Because that is what I use as a tool in order to not have to rely on someone else in my older years. And it's also what I use as a tool in order to preserve the wealth that it took for me to acquire the fiat currency that I'm going to use to exchange for a little bit of gold. If your pantries are stocked, if you have all the things that you feel that you need and you have excess wealth, maybe you ought to look into preserving some of your wealth in silver and gold. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you that with the creation of new money that's going on a daily basis, goodness gracious, I just saw an ad, I think 2 days ago, where you can get a 7-year interest-free loan to buy a vehicle. This is not normal, ladies and gentlemen. What is going to happen if ever interest rates have to go back up? I mean, they have to go back up now, but they are being artificially held down in hopes that it will save our economy, when in fact, it's just helping to destroy our economy even more. And the thing is that I'm not even that smart. And the people that are controlling the issuance and creation of money, I'm sure they're a lot smarter than I am. So I know that they know what they're doing. They know that they are hurting our country by continuing to print money out of thin air and stealing the wealth from everyone else's dollars. They have to know. So that's why I say that we are under attack. Our culture is being eliminated little by little. I really don't know what to think about what the future holds. I just don't think it's good. I can't tell you what's going to happen. All I can do is say, prepare yourselves in every possible way that you can think of. If there's anything that you do, anything that you need, anything that you use, and you can, get it now. Put it away for the day that you do need it. It's better that you have it and have a little less cash in the bank than that you don't and end up with cash that is worthless. How many people are begging for universal basic income? They just want it so bad. Why? Why would anyone want to be given something that they did not earn? I understand that these lockdowns that's going on, they were instituted by government. And therefore, government has to find a way to keep the people supplied with an income for long enough until this is over. But who says that it's over? Who says when it's over? We are headed down a dark road. And you know what? I'm not trying to make this into a doomy video. I'm really not. I'm just expressing my opinions with you guys. And really, it's very therapeutic for me. So, I'm not trying to scare anyone, but these are some of the things that I think about. Why is this happening when in the past we've been in similar circumstances and we didn't have to go through anything like this? Or at least the people that lived through it back then, because I wasn't even alive back then. They didn't have to go through anything like this. I think it all starts with money. I've always said that when the foundation of a nation, one of which is money, the second one which is morals, when that foundation crumbles, then there's no turning back. We have to rebuild the foundation from the ground up. How do we do that? Not in a good way. People are going to hurt for a long time. This is not ending this year. It's not ending next year. One of the reasons I say continue to fill in your gaps is because even if you don't need it today, your money is going to be worth a lot less tomorrow. That's one thing that I can say with certainty, is that the money that we earn today will be worth a lot less in the years to come. So protect yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Protect yourselves and do what you know is right. Don't listen to the naysayers that are going to say everything is okay. Unfortunately, everything is not okay. We will get through this, but how much pain is it going to take? That's the question. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and let it at that. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Hey, remember that tomorrow on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Alaska time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that I'm going to be live on Grim Survival's channel. We're going to do a live stream over there. So if you'd like to go ahead and support Grim's channel, I hope to see you there. Many blessings to every one of you and your families. I'm the Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.